Not too much here, just getting ready for some afternoon baseball.
Afternoon baseball. It's an exciting day. I love the baseball in the afternoon. Looks like weather's good. We'll get this one in. But we're right here to the NBA to start us off here. The NBA season here on TNT. Here we have the Warriors here hosting Lakers. Golden State here laying 7 now. Total sits here at 225.
Yeah, I mean, why not start with basketball here today, right? Lakers versus Warriors. Lakers have the new head coach. I think they have high expectations here, for the team. If I take a look at Vegas total, it's 45 as the over-under for wins. It's actually the eighth highest this season here when you look at that. So, maybe Vegas has, a little bit of, something good in mind here for these Lakers. But I think they can only do it if they try to stay healthy here. So I don't know. Golden State, they return most of its core from that championship team. Going to have a good, ring ceremony here tonight. Their over under by Vegas is 51.5. Last year they did go over that. They landed at 53. So again, Vegas is thinking that Golden State's going to have a decent season with all their talent here as well. With that talent, they just score a ton of points. Last season in the opener, they put up 235 total points. So tonight, I think they can eclipse this total of the 225. The over is 4-0, 4-0 in the last four head-to-head in these. 5-1 to the over for the Warriors, and 8-3 in the last 11 here for the Lakers. The last time a game has gone under between these two was February 28th of 21. So looking for another high scorer between these two teams here tonight.
All right, Mindy, looking for some scoring here between the Lakers here and the Warriors. She's going over 224 and a half here, Lakers and Warriors. This Laker team being out here in Southern California, they're starting to lose some support here. I'm starting to feel that from some of the people. They're getting tired here of the lack of play and the fact the team just keeps getting, not with it, installing youth into their lineup. Although, when I look at this team, I think Mindy's probably lost her connection here for a second. Maybe she'll reconnect here because I don't think she can hold still that long. I don't think so. But anyway. Throw in some of my opinion here on this game here. The Lakers, I believe their starting five has actually improved now that Westbrook has been sent to the bench. No doubt, no duh, right? So with Westbrook in the bench, we got Patrick Beverley, who's good at 3-point line, but it's the situation here is the bench, right? I mean, I just look at many of this bench being a train wreck with Westbrook and a lot of these veterans with a lot of flaws with them. And not a whole lot of youth other than Austin, Barnes on that team. With the Warriors, we know that starting five is good. They also added to Vincenzo and Green. But I think where you're going to see a lot of the damage done here is when that Lakers second unit comes in. And I think the Warriors can pretty much pound that. And the minutes, right? I mean, LeBron James averages 37 minutes a game. When you look at Anthony Davis, 35. But then it drops considerably here because Patrick Beverley averaged about 25 minutes a game last season. He's averaged 30 minutes or less the past 8 seasons. What does that mean? It exposes the bench a lot more.
Yeah, and the thing is too is when you have James and Davis occupying the whole Lakers payroll, it's hard to get good, supporting staff there as well. I mean, I think they even talked about, maybe decrease in the salary, and they're like, no, we want to try to win it now. So again, when you run into injuries, then you're going to have issues. I mean, that's just kind of the nature of the beast with what they wanted to do. I think you talked about it a lot last season that they're like, hey, this is going to be like maybe our one shot of getting it, and we're going to give it all we got right. Panned out. It hasn't really been a cohesive Lakers team. Maybe they can switch that around here, this season. But I just think, Golden State, I mean, geez, they're bringing back everyone. Not going to have too much trouble shooting the ball here as well. But if I just take a look at, the last 3 games, the totals have been set at 225, 228, and 219, and it went over 232, 240, and 240. So again, I think it's a good indication. I think some people were thinking, well, might not be into it today because of all of the pomp and circumstance of the championship, but I think here that everyone's going to get down to business. I think it's a big enough rivalry, prime time first day. I think they're going to be ready to go here.
Yeah, if the Thunder, if they were playing like the Thunder, if they were playing maybe the Spurs or an Eastern Conference team other than the top tier team, I think it might have been a situation. But when LeBron James company comes into play, yeah, the ring ceremony is nice, but you know what's going to be on their minds during the ceremony is okay. We got the Lakers tonight. We got the Lakers. So it's a different mindset here, I think, here in this situation. Yeah. Also, you go from the defensive coach to, well, we'll see what Darvin Ham brings. Inexperience.
Right.
I don't really think they're going to play defense for him. That's just how I feel about for these rookie coaches that have really, again, it's a veteran team like that needs a veteran coach. So I think you're going to see a lot of freestyling out there, a lot of players making their decisions for them. And I think what goes back south here for the Lakers is going to be their defense.
Yeah. That could be right. They haven't played much for defense as of late. I mean, they are bottom tier of defensive teams. So I mean, I don't think you're going to get too much out of them here. Either moving forward, again, I think they have some folks that at least LeBron likes this season, so maybe that will help. If LeBron likes you, you get to play. So
Yeah, it's just kind of the way it rolls here. Lakers Warriors over total of 224.5. This one will have a start time here of 10 Eastern time over on TNT. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpicks.com right now here for today's action. As we know, we have a couple of baseball games here. One top of the hour, the decider between Cleveland and the Yankees. We also have NHL card as well, a nice card up here for Tuesday. We've got a couple from NBA. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
yeah, I am in play for the Yankees Guardian finale, so pretty excited for this one. I think it's going to be a great game, no matter who you're rooting for. I think it's probably going to come down to the wire, be pretty exciting. I'm not anticipating a big blowout by any means. Otherwise, was excited to see some hockey last night. I had my main screen of the football game and four other peripheral games there. So yeah, got to see the Kings barely, eke a goal over the line to kill my free play from yesterday. But yeah, so I got two plays in hockey, and then I have another one here in the NBA. So pretty excited. It's going to be a good night.
Good night indeed, guys. Get on board here with Mindy Hahne over at Tony's Picks. See the good results here from baseball over the last 30 days. So get on board right now with Mindy Hahne over at Tony'sPicks.com. All these numbers are documented. Visit her page and get signed up. Of course, tonight, as Mindy was talking about, a 3-pack here going up. She's put together her NBA as well as NHL into a nice 3-pack. Profit guarantee means it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That's profit guarantee. Also an MLB playoff guaranteed bet. Best bet on the board as well. A lot of individual plays up here from Mindy today. And of course, at the long-term passes works very well. If you just want to try Mindy out for 7 days, you can do that with that 7-day all sports pass. You get all of Mindy's handicap, all of Mindy's plays here for 7 days, include all of her NBA, all of her NHL, as well as all the football, right? NFL, college football, and the Major League Baseball playoffs. As we're now into the championship series from both leagues here, so we got a lot of baseball on the board. So that 7-day pass would work really well here. Instead of buying all these plays individually, like you can, it will add up. But if you get the long-term pass, as you scroll down, is where you'll see the long-term passes. Mindy has up to a year pass, a 1-month pass, a 7-day pass. If you really want to try her out, give her a good read here for the 7-day pass. You'll get a lot of volume of plays here. Because again, we got college football here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of football would be covered here for the NFL Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. And all the baseball this week. Of course, remember they're compressing these schedules, so not too many off days in this round from baseball, as well as, of course, all the NBA, the everyday sports now, NBA and NHL in the mix. So this is a great time to get those long-term passes. With all these sports overlapping, is a great time to do so. And we'll also save you some money here when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up. Of course, you could use that promo code on any of the passes. If you just wanted to get the long-term pass or bundle up with many of the individual plays, you can do that as well with that long-term pass, that 20% discount at checkout. All right, Mindy, I know we put together a Twitter account for you over at 26Mindy, and a great show you do with Ramon in the morning with that morning steam.
Yeah, so you can find me at Tony's Picks Mindy, where I have another NHL play over there on the Twitter site. So go ahead and find me there, give a follow, and then click on the bell to get the notification so you make sure you get everything, every play. All we do is give picks on that, so you won't get any other BS out there. No ads, no advertising, just picks. So make sure you pick that up. And then again, we are getting closer to where we're going to have some college basketball, so you can get in there and get a month-long pass even. And geez, you're going to be getting all sports out there almost. And then also make sure you catch Mindy and Ramon, the morning steam, every Saturday through Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Time, where we go over basically every game on the card. I give my pick, Ramon gives his, and if we match, then we have consensus plays that we do document over at the site. That's what Tony is showing you right there. The morning steam, we were 3-0 yesterday, had some really nice hockey plays, and we had the under in that football game. So yeah, I saw that we have Steve. He said in the chat there that he had the Coyotes at plus 400. Me and Ramon, we had them at the plus 1.5. So we all got winners there on that one. I think it's just crazy that the Coyotes just really have the Maple Leafs number. I think they've won the last 7 games now in Toronto. So pretty crazy. But yeah, also Ramon, he gives you all of the major line movements for the day, any injuries. You can give your picks. We have a lot of people that come, regulars that are chatters. It's nice to build a consensus. So we're having a good time on the Morning Steam Show. So I hope you check us out.
Yeah, check out Mindy and Ramon here on the Morning Steam Show. Of course, Steve McAllister with a 1-on-1 day yesterday. I think they call him Stevie Mac. Charger was a tough loss there. Good win with that Coyotes, man. That is great. He likes the Phillies. He likes the Phillies Padres first 7 over 4.5 runs here, minus 145. First 7 here. You don't hear it too often. We always hear first 5, the Nerfies. This is a first 7 here, over 4.5 runs there. Stay away from those Padres
He's
bullpen.
digging into the numbers on that one, I tell ya.
Yeah, he's really digging into that one. That one, over first 7 over 4.5. So thank you for that contribution, Steve. Yeah, that Kings game was quite a game. Did you see that?
It was.
How do you blow with an empty net? How do you blow a breakaway? How do you blow?
I don't know. If you're the Kings, you can do it. That's all.
I'm thinking about the Kings are going to win. I didn't have any skin in the game, but I do go to a lot of their games, right? And I'm trying to get some NHL picks in today. I might go against the Kings today, though. We'll see. But that's why we need the late steam. Back to back. Actually, they're using Peterson.
Yeah, right?
I think Peterson might be in net. We'll see if that's the case. But man, that was crazy.
Oh yeah, that's because Quick might be out. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go quick on a back to back. I think you got to, especially on the East Coast trip. You probably would want to rest Quick here, man. But I gotta tell you that you knew when you blow an open net. When you blow an open net like that on a breakaway, you knew Detroit was going to tie the game. You just knew it was going to happen. But because Detroit being Detroit, lose the game.
But literally, yeah, in overtime, that was the slowest to see the puck cross the line. They had all day to kick that out of there.
Yeah.
So,
well, how about that other goal where the puck was like behind the goalie? It was frozen. The puck was just sitting there. Another one they scored. I think it was like their second or third goal where the puck was just behind the goalie's legs. It was just sitting there. Everybody thought the goalie stopped the play. But Kopitar saw the puck and he went in there, just poked it. He just like a cue shot, just poked it in. It's pretty funny.
Right.
But yeah, it's interesting here. Start of the NHL season. Of course, the Colorado Minnesota flew over the total. Which I think it was somebody was on that one earlier. I think it was on this show.
It was like what? Yeah, 5-3 or something.
Yeah, 6.5, and it's just Minnesota give up a lot of goals. So that Wild is somebody to go over, and of course, when Colorado plays a bad defensive team, man, get the puck line ready. Get the puck line ready. No doubt. All right, Mindy. Well, check you out.
Have to start putting more hockey then.
I know. Well, I'm following it more and more now. I watched the preseason because finally NHL Network, they were showing all the preseason games. That's what they do. We need day sports, right? So when there's no day sports, I can just watch the NHL replays. So that's what's going on, or all the replays. But what happens now? NBA replays will be up there. I'll watch. I couldn't watch San Jose State, Fresno State because I was just like it was such a negative. That game was so
good enough on
boring.
The first time.
It wasn't good enough to go because I was so caught up in the Dodger Padre game that I didn't even have Fresno San Jose. So I watched that game. Yes, boy, that was a snooze fest yesterday. I'm glad I covered that game, but I mean, it's just like what?
Yeah, you had it as a premium. Me and Ramon, we were on San Jose, and I was like, "How does Tony know that?" And he's like, "Oh, Tony knows all the Mountain West stuff."
The defense. It was the Fresno State, the one thing they do well, and they're back home. Remember that crazy road trip? They go all the way to UConn. They lose their starting quarterback. The backup has a little bit more experience. The backup comes back to a home, and he didn't do as well, but the defense really stepped up there in that game. I have felt the Fresno State's defense, with Tedford's a good coach, getting him back home. I was confident in Fresno State in that spot here against the Spartans, who may have been a little fat and happy with that win at UNLV. We're seeing UNLV. That's interesting one. 24.5 now. Dogs here against Notre Dame team that lost to Stanford. I was wondering. I looked at that game and I was worried about McKee, because McKee, the quarterback at Stanford, is pretty good. He's the one good player on that team, is he can get the ball downfield. He has good passing yards. I thought, man, if Notre Dame comes up flat, McKee has a good game, they could stay in it. I didn't pick him in that game and went the other way. And that's the one I should have. That's the one I had a hunch on, that Stanford would cover that game for some reason. I don't know, but it didn't roll with it.
Yep. Next time.
Next time. We'll see what we got next time. All right, Mindy, we'll talk to you next time.
All right.
All right. Have a great afternoon. We'll talk to you soon. Mindy Hahne here on Game Day Pick.